Hey guys, it's your girl, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If today is your first time of coming across my video, do well to subscribe to my channel. Please hit the notification button by the side so you'll be notified whenever I post a video, and also try and comment on my videos and like my videos. Be nice and also share my videos. Okay, it's a Saturday and I'm all glammed up. I'm actually going to a theme park, but I felt I should hop on here to say something that has literally been on my mind. I would love to talk about forgiveness. Forgiveness. It's a very familiar topic. We hear it in churches, in movies, in the mosque. Probably I've never been to the mosque myself, but we hear about forgiveness, right? So I felt I should talk about it. But today I'm going to be talking about a different type of forgiveness. The type I feel that is like the most important of them all. And that brings us to self-forgiveness. Yes, that is when we forgive ourselves. Managing to work through those deep, painful feelings of anger, shame, guilt, all of that. Forgive yourself. It's hard. First of all, you forgive yourself, then you can actually forgive other people or someone else. I will not say I've forgiven someone and I've not forgiven myself. I really do not know how that works. We'll get to other people, but first of all, why is it so important to forgive yourself? It's important to forgive yourself because if you do not forgive yourself, it's just as if you're holding yourself down, you're holding yourself back, or all those feelings of guilt, of shame, or why did I let this happen to me? How did this happen? I'm here. You get sad, you get mad, you could get depressed, you could have anxiety from all of that. So the first step of forgiving yourself, I think, is acceptance, ownership, taking responsibility. Okay, this happened this way because I did XYZ. I don't make excuses for people, and at the same time, I take the fall when I'm wrong. I'll be like, oh, this is my fault. I like to take responsibilities for my actions and inactions. I don't know if that English is correct. Take ownership, responsibility. Oh, yes, this happened this way because I did XYZ. Okay, yeah, true. I got it. Then you begin to release the pain, the shame, the societal, everything, what people say. It's part of it. Oh, I feel it again. I feel now. If I don't now make it in life, what happens? But I will make it. That's the spirit. That's when you begin to let go and gradually begin to heal. And you find out that it hurts less. It doesn't hurt as it was hurting the last time I checked. It's not even as bad as I thought it was. It doesn't even matter as much as I thought it was. That's when you begin to let go and it feels lighter. You see clearer. You see things from a different perspective. It bothers less. You probably care less. Forgiveness. Then again, when you overcome this phase or this stage, you now be like, yes, this person is somewhat responsible for XYZ. You know, at the initial point, you're just looking for who to blame. No, you've addressed that, you've taken ownership, you've taken responsibility, you're in a better space, you're seeing clearer, you're seeing better, you're thinking better. You're not saying it out of anger. Then at this next stage now, you now begin to say, okay, yeah, this person actually wronged me, did me dirty. I forgive you. There are levels to this. My former boss told me about a different level of forgiveness, but I've not gotten there. I don't think I've gotten there yet, just yet. You know, the parts where you start to pray for the person that wronged you. Oh, I bless you. You're a wicked person, but God will touch your heart. God will prosper the works of your hands. That's a whole different level. They don't mean anything to you anymore. Whatever they feel they did, oh, honey, thought it was gonna break me. Freaking made me. Let me tell you a little story about my aunts of blessed memories, right? My first admission I gained after school, I didn't go to tertiary institution, immediately like the same year, no. So the first admission I got was outside Nigeria. So during the visa process and the whole thing, so like, oh, is she not so young to live so far away by herself and all of that? You know, me being the last, I'm actually the last. It was a bit of a concern. Then that period, I think another year went, and okay, started looking for an alternative. Do you want to write jam, or do you want to go to like a nearby country? So while we were at that, I kind of randomly wrote jam even while I was waiting for the whole processing and all that. I have a cousin, my uncle's daughter. So my aunt is also my mom's sister, right? My mom's immediate younger sister. So during that period, you know when you get to pay to be on the visitors list and all that. So my auntie was a minister. She had a parishioner of hers whose son is close to maybe a lecturer or the VC or something. So there was this link to pay, I think it was 50K that year, so you'd be on the VC's lists. My auntie didn't tell my mom. She just paid for my cousin. And the next thing my cousin said she was doing matriculation. That my auntie, she not held herself. But I told my mom. My mom, I don't know if she confronted my aunt or not. But you know that year, that other year, I stayed at home. I was pained. I wasn't so pained, I was low-key pained. Because I kind of had options and I was busy at the time. I was doing the pageant. It grew into resentment. Like, please, this woman self. And she knew what she did. I know when someone is also guilty, they tend to act a certain way. Things that they wouldn't do randomly, they'll start doing it. So my auntie felt guilty as well. That went on and on. I didn't see how much after that. I gained admission, I went to school, I did my own thing. But you know that just before she died, I came back, I was going to see her. Then I now told her she died of kidney failure, like acute kidney failure. I really wanted to give her money. My mom said no, that she's so bad at that point. Someone else handles her account, my distant cousin, which was the truth. So if you give her money right now, she wouldn't really value it so much. That we should just pray for her. We should just keep praying for her. That is God that has kept her that far. I'm like, stop. Let me save my money. I buy milk and diaper and the rest of them. Any little penny would go very long for me. So I kept my money. Moving on, I wasn't even thinking of it. I wasn't, nothing. I think 2 weeks after that, I saw my aunt in my dream. And I told her, I forgive you. I woke up, I was scared. I'm like, this woman might not survive. Guess what? She died 3 days after. Why am I talking about this? All this while, there was a time I had deep resentment for her, then I was angry. It started in the beginning, I didn't feel so much. Then at the point, it got me really angry. And she wants to tell me what to do. I'm like, it's the audacity for me to same you. Please, go, Joe. Then, after a while, I forgave her. I mean, I've gone to school. I studied law. I graduated. Almost at the same time with the state cousin that you helped get admission. And I studied a 5 year course. We did, if you don't want to go on holiday, you do summer, it counts as semesters. So that's how we run it my school I went to. So I did 10 semesters and I'm done. And I'm literally done. So why am I still angry with you? But I just didn't say it out. But in that dream, I told my aunt, I forgive you. And I did. I woke up, I prayed for her. 3 days later, she passed. Maybe I didn't say it to her face, which I should have, or the fact that I literally forgave her while she was still alive. From the depth of my heart, with everything I have, I forgave her. It made me feel good about myself. Not good that she died, but good that at least I wasn't holding anything against her. Because if you can't even forgive yourself, how would you forgive the person? And if you're not forgiving the person that wronged you or hurt you, forgiveness doesn't mean be friends with them again. Forgiveness doesn't mean have them in your life. Forgiveness doesn't mean you have them in your corner. Forgiveness is, I let you go. I release you. You're no longer a burden. I refuse to give this situation life. I refuse to carry this load. I drop it here. It doesn't mean anything to me anymore. It doesn't count. I'm not happy with you, but I'm not angry with you at the same time. Then if it gets to the point where you become happy with the person, oh well, I might not love you, but I do not hate you as well. I might not be a fan of you, but I don't dislike you. I may not like you so much, but I refuse to give you life. I refuse to carry you. I refuse to let you occupy space in my heart. All of that, that's the point. You just let go. I forget you. I won't think about you and I'm upset. I will not idolize you in that way. I refuse to do that. I refuse to talk about you over and over. Whenever I talk about you or remember you, maybe someone asks, after that conversation, my mood wouldn't change. The rest of my day wouldn't be a mess. That is how you know you still have someone in your heart. I won't be talking about you with so much energy. So, no, I will not do that. You don't deserve it. No, you don't. For myself, for my sake, for my sanity. I won't let you do that to me. I will not give you that power. That is what you do when you forgive someone. When you let go of someone, something, a situation, whatever it is. That is what happens. You take back control. I like control. To an extent, I like being in charge. I won't talk about you and get upset. The world does not revolve around you. My world does not revolve around you or that situation. I refuse to be defined by you. I refuse to be defined by it. And that's when you begin to make peace. That's when you genuinely start healing. Make peace with yourself. First, forgive yourself. Then forgive the next person. I forgive you. I let go of the shame. Oh my God, I can't believe this happened to me. Let me be this. It could happen. It could have happened to the rest of us. Trust me. Oh, you couldn't this, you couldn't that. Yeah, some situations you feel like slapping someone, but in all honesty, it could have been a lot of people. Learn from it. Move from it. This was a low blow. This was a rock bottom. Guess what? Stand. Keep going. You forge ahead. Don't stop. Because if I let this situation define me, that means you've won. Why would I let that happen though? Why would you let that happen? Why would you do that to yourself? And why would you let someone do that to you? So that brings us to the 3 R's of forgiveness. There is responsibility, there is remorse, there is restoration, and there is renewal. So responsibility, as I earlier said, you take responsibility for your action. You accept that, okay, fine, this happened. It's my fault to an extent. XYZ did like this because my choices, actions, inactions. Accept. I did it. I made wrong. It's on me. The remorse. You feel remorse. If there are things you need to change, moving on, you change them already. The restoration. The renewal. You learn from the old. You start afresh. You start over. You make amends with yourself, with your environment. Alright guys, these are the few things I said let me come here and talk about today. I hope it helps someone somewhere. I hope you let go of that guilt, that pain, that shame. I hope you forgive yourself of that situation, whatsoever it might be. It will get better. I hope you feel better. I hope you look back someday and smile and be like, okay. I hope these will be distant memories. Not the ones that haunt you, not the ones that traumatize you, not one of those things you say, oh no, I don't want to talk about it. Let this be the ones you talk about because you survived, you came out of it, and you're still standing. Not a lot of people will say that, but I hope you're one of the people that would say it today. It only gets better if you want it to. I want it to get better for me. Yeah. So, and that is even one of the reasons why I come out here every other day. As I'm telling you, I'm also telling myself, I'm also trying to remind myself, I'm also trying to, reaffirm to myself, yeah, we survived this, we came out of this alive, this will not swallow us, we are better than this, stuff like that. You know how it goes. All right, you guys, thank you very much for watching.